What a day this is, and what a day for our nonprofit world in this region and the agencies and the literally thousands that they are truly privileged to serve. We're here to celebrate a lot of things, but we're really going to celebrate the generosity of this wonderful community and all of you, because I know every one of you is a donor. I'm convinced. The results you're going to hear today say a lot about the longest campaign in the history of United Way. But mainly they say faith, prayer, and hard work do pay off in the end. But let's move to the good news. Valentine's Day was an arbitrary day. Just seemed like a good day. But you're going to see how appropriate that day and date actually has proven to be. Bank of America, as you know, is a huge company, but you're going to hear today what a gigantic heart they have. I think Brian's being here really sets a tone for his heart and his commitment and how he cares about communities here and across the country. So I'm going to turn it over to our good friend and president of Bank of America in North Carolina and the Charlotte region, Charles Bowman.
Thanks, Jane. I'm here to introduce our CEO, Brian Moynihan, and I'm going to tell you a quick story that I think sort of says it all about Brian. I first met Brian in late 2003. We were working on something, and I said, we need to get together and talk about something in the morning. He said, what's early? I said, how about 7? Brian said, how about 6? I think that really does say a lot about Brian. He's an early guy, has a lot of energy, and our CEO, Brian Moynihan.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Charles. It is great to be here. I'm pleased to be with so many of you whose hard work, compassion, and generosity are making a difference for the community here in Charlotte. Jane McIntyre and the staff of United Way of the Central Carolinas, Michael, and the staff of the Foundation for the Carolinas, Tom Lawrence and the Levine Foundation, and of course Leon and Sandra Levine, who have been very generous in many ways to this community. And finally, importantly, to all the thousands of donors, employees, and volunteers at the 96 community nonprofit agencies who we work to support. They provide a daily lifeline to the most vulnerable members of our community in these difficult times. The commitment that our company and we are all announcing today is part of a wonderful tradition in Charlotte of business and community leaders working hand in hand to address important community challenges, and these in the toughest times we've all faced in our careers. At Bank of America, we clearly believe it's important for our businesses to participate in these partnerships and help contribute to solutions, not just identify the problems. We consider ourselves a vital partner in every community that we serve, in every community that we work, and nowhere is more important than here in Charlotte. There are several reasons why we do what we do. First, our business is part of the community. We exist because the community exists. The people who live here are our customers, our clients, our associates, and our leaders, and our partners. If this community doesn't thrive, our company can't, and we understand that. With more than 15,000 people who work for us in this region, we are a large organization, and in that we have a large opportunity. And therefore, and most importantly, as I tell my teammates, a very, very large responsibility. To be at the table with community leaders help solving the problems. Secondly, we believe that if our communities are having trouble and we are positioned to help, that's what we must do. We must help. And everyone can help in many different ways. Individuals, families, nonprofits, government leaders, and businesses all have a role to play. Some give money, others give their time, but everybody can do something to help. That is what we mean when we say at Bank of America that one of our core values is doing the right thing. The needs in this community have been great over the past couple of years, and they will continue to be as the economy continues to struggle. And that's not a surprise to anybody in this room and anybody in the community. The economics of community support during a downturn are always difficult. Resources decline, just demand goes up. And those of us that sit on nonprofit boards know that who run businesses or manage businesses know that when you go to those meetings and talk about the community organizations needing to cut budgets in these tough times, it's much more gut-wrenching than when you go back to your business and talk to your associates about what we need to do as a company. Because we know that every dollar here goes a long way to do great things, and any cut is severe. At this same time, the contributions throughout the region, whether directly or through the umbrella organizations like the United Way or Foundation for the Carolinas, are under pressure, and we understand that. Businesses have cut payrolls, and families have cut their own expenses and tightened their budgets. The combination of these forces has created an emergency situation in our region. I'm pleased that Bank of America is part of a group, including many others here today, that has responded with a positive and forceful action. The actions by the Levine Foundation, United Way, the Foundation for the Carolinas, and others helped close a very large gap and came close to enabling us to meet the goals the community leaders had set for the United Way and for the Critical Need Response Fund. Today we're very close, and now we're ready to push across the finish line. In the context of a broad range of community leaders going above and beyond to respond to a great need, I'm pleased to announce that Bank of America will participate in these efforts with a $1 million grant to the community. The important thing about the $1 million gift is one half will go to the United Way's Community Care Fund, and the other half, $500,000, will go to the Critical Need Response Fund to be spent to those agencies who need it most in these difficult times. Our gathering today should make us all feel good about Charlotte and about what we do to respond to the needs of our community. The fact this community has a strong group of established and emerging leaders who know how to work together to respond effectively to the community's greatest needs is great to see, especially people like Charles and my teammates who help work with this organization and other organizations, this community. As I travel around the country, and I do a lot of travel, what is clear to me is that this community of Charlotte is known as a city with engaged, energetic, optimistic, and resourceful leaders. The individuals here today are part of that group, and they present a great prospects for the future of Charlotte. I also think there's a broader message about the economic recovery here, and about Charlotte's future as a place for economic opportunity and vitality. Communities with strong civic leadership and an engaged business community have a way of achieving economic and social goals over time that exceed other communities. We've enjoyed a tremendous growth in this community, physical and cultural, and we expect that to continue in the future. While the past couple of years have presented some unique challenges, it is the fundamental character of this community is what attracts businesses, capital, and people. It's what makes businesses want to be here, live here, and do business here. Bank of America, as I said before, is proud to partner with Charlotte and all of you here today serving this community. Thank you for your time.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Marsicano, and I have the privilege of directing Foundation for the Carolinas. Clearly, I am joined by everyone in this room and a city of citizens well beyond these walls in thanking the good people of Bank America for this extraordinary gift. To you, Mr. Moynihan, we express great appreciation for this statement at this time and for this cause. With all that is on your plate, sir, it is a testament to your commitment to Charlotte that you are here today for this joyous announcement, and we are grateful to you. Please know that your colleague, Charles Bowman, is a trusted and valued partner in the civic life of this community, and you can depend on him as we depend on him to know the pulse of this great city. So thank you, Charles, for co-chairing the Critical Need Response Fund. It's an extremely important but time-consuming effort, and your service to it has been invaluable. When donors approached the Foundation a few short months ago and asked us to repeat last winter's successful effort in raising emergency relief dollars to help clothe, feed, shelter, and keep warm unprecedented numbers of neighbors facing dire circumstances during the harshest time of the year, we hesitated. Not for long, but we hesitated. Given the impact of the prolonged downturn on all of us, we didn't know if Charlotteans would rally for another fundraising effort. And we should have known better. Isn't this what we do in Charlotte, no matter how daunting the task? Of course, Sandra and Leon Levine stepped up and helped us start the Critical Need Fund